Hello everybody and welcome back. It's been almost 2 weeks since the last episode of what is supposed to be my main series. But we're back with GTA vehicle analysis and today we're looking at the Kuruma. The Kuruma is a very default car, it's very vanilla. It's a jack of all trades, master of none, if you know what I mean. In both GTA 3 and LCS, it's the first vehicle you drive, so it's going to be relatively easy to handle and its performance is going to be mediocre. So let's go into that a bit deeper. Its acceleration is really good, really impressive, and its top speed isn't half bad either. However, it is quite understeery due to its front wheel drive layout, and that can be an issue at high speeds where you're trying to get the most out of the car, like in a bank robbery or a wanted chase or something. But as a general rule, you'll be fine. It's not really too much of an issue. Other than that, there's really no issues with the Kuruma. There's no outstanding amazing parts. I mean, the acceleration is pretty good, but it's hardly mind-boggling. So yeah, as I say, it's a very normal car. It's planted firmly in the dominion of the ordinary. But do you know what isn't very ordinary? The FBI version. Now, this is where things get real. It is much faster. The acceleration, which was already pretty good, is much better. But there are some downsides with this new found power and speed. The understeer is now really an issue at very high speeds. And this can lead to some particularly disastrous consequences if you aren't careful. And for some reason, the suspension is slightly higher than a normal Kuruma, which does do it favours off-road. However, it does mean that it rolls over very easily, so you are going to have to watch out for that when you're driving around in it. Overall, I feel the FBI Kuruma inhabits a largely useless place in the GTA 3 vehicle sandbox, because it's pretty much identical in performance and all the other bits to the Police Cruiser, which you can find much more commonly and is much easier to get. It is hard work getting the FBI Kuruma, and it doesn't really pay you off all that well. The Kuruma missed out in Vice City due to the presence of the Admiral, which effectively replaced it. But it returns back for Liberty City stories, and it is god-awful. It's slow, its acceleration is bad, it spins out surprisingly easily for a front-wheel drive vehicle, and not only does it have oversteer, it also has chronic understeer as well. I don't know how that can happen, but it does. It's weird and I don't get it, and it's a dreadful vehicle and I hate it, and you can probably tell by the tone of my voice, and I should chill out. This is just a video recording. But in all seriousness though, the Kuruma is an awful vehicle in LCS. I don't think that any vehicle has become this bad from one iteration to another. I mean, it tends to be with LCS that cars are just worse in that game, just flat up worse. But I haven't seen it ever before that it's become this bad from something that was pretty good. So that's going to wrap it up for today, and if you enjoyed the video, you can give it a like, but me asking you to do that isn't going to change whether you do it or not. Goodbye.